on the page. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we begin, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom Mobarakim to you brothers and sisters out there. As you can see, the title, I mean, nothing crazy, just one word, faith, all right, which is single-handedly one of the most important things in the truth, all right, when you want to serve the Most High is faith, all right, he requires it. We can, really start with that. I'm sure somebody's got that already. Hebrews 11:6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lloyd.
You don't mind if I start at the top, right?
No, you do, brother. You do whatever you want. You can, speak on it and all that, brother.
No, I'll let you have it. This is Hebrews 11:1 because we don't have no actual documents other than the scriptures solidifying that we are Israelites. We got other types of stones that were found that had Hebrew in it from the natives. The so-called slaves that came over here. Certain things were found with them. Different customs to indicate that we're the Israelites, but we don't have no paper. We don't have nothing to go by, except for the scriptures, which requires faith. All right, so Hebrews 11:1. This is now faith. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Right. It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, because we physically wasn't there. It says, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it, being dead yet speaketh. For by Enoch, not Salakia, for by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High, and Enoch was taken up into a so-called UFO chariot. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And so that's what we're doing. That's why I put these videos, because it's not just by works. Well, I'm gonna get that in James. I'm gonna pull it, but yeah, that's why we do these videos. We're on the highways and byways, because that's showing that we have faith. By faith. Damn, what's that scripture? How's it go? James 2. I believe it's James 2.
Started
faith without works.
Yeah, it's dead. So when you show that you got faith, it's also by the way it works. But yeah, y'all got it.
I got it pulled up if you want.
Yeah, because I was tearing it up.
Yeah, James 2. And damn. I'm gonna start at 17. It says, even so faith. I'll get 14 and then jump down. It says, what doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have not works? Can faith save him? Even so faith, Salaki, verse 17, even so faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone. Mm-hmm. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. All right. And essentially going into that, hey, faith without works is dead. So, like the brother mentioned, the for sure way to prove that you believe in Yahweh Shema Shai is to go out and do what the works of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, to show our true faith, our true fear, our true love. All right, Yahweh Shai himself said, "If you love me, feed my sheep." All right, you gotta believe on Yahweh Shai to love Yahweh Shai. So you gotta go out and teach, man. All right, put these lessons up. Verse 19, it says, "Thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble." See, the devils even believe, man, on the left hand side. You know, that's why when you pray in the names of Yahweh Shemashai, you know, Satan, you know, and his minions, they don't have no choice but to flee. Okay. Verse 20, it says, "But what thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead." Right. So that's pretty much it, man. You're not gonna be you can't say you have, you know, you have faith, but then you're not doing any works. You know. But that was it, pretty
Yeah,
much.
you know, different from a Christian.
Yeah.
Or any other, where really, you know, Muslims, they show their faith somewhat by not eating pork and all that shit. But when it comes to Christians, they don't do no works. You know, they don't have a lot of them. Well, now they got beards on their face. You know, they want to come out the scriptures and try to teach, but other than that, they through. You know, they never showed that. All them times we went to church, they didn't never show their faith. Just by showing up on Sundays, what the fuck is that? You know, and but yeah, y'all got it.
I got Malachi, you got something?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. And this really getting this for when Loya was talking about how, you know, although there's certain archaeological, I think is the word, you know, artifacts. Ultimately, it's faith, because the scriptures tell us that in order to prove that you were Israelite, you know, like back during the time of the Second Temple rebuild, you needed to have your lineage records. In order to join the priesthood, you had to have your lineage records. We don't have those things. A lot of us didn't even grow up with a father.
Yeah.
Right? So you being an Israelite, and it's not based upon your color, because you have black Edomites. You believe in that is all, you know, you believe in this truth, and all, it's all based upon faith ultimately, because even you pull Romans 8:16, right? The Spirit beareth witness. You have faith that that scripture means something.
Yep.
There's people out there that don't think the Bible holds any weight, that it's just a book with words. And then also, like Yahushua was talking about how to Apostle Thomas, how blessed are those that believe but haven't seen. We didn't see any of the things in the Bible happen in terms of history, but we believe all the accounts. We believe 2nd Ezra 15 when it says the words are faithful and true. All right. So this is 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we don't deal with things carnally like how the world does. All right. Yeah, we're in the flesh, and you know, at times you're gonna lack faith and you're gonna have your moments, but ultimately, you know, the men of Yahweh Shemel Shai, they're gonna conduct themselves according to faith. All right. The fact that we're putting aside our lives that we had and sacrificing things daily for this truth shows that we believe, because we believe that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and reward us for doing so. That's all faith. I don't have a, you know, a piece of paper signed by Yahweh Shai that says on this date I'm coming back.
Yeah.
But we believe that. All right. This is all a faith-based thing. And that's why, you know, you're always going to have people, which ultimately is just Satan and demons, are trying to tug at your faith, trying to get you to, you know, give up. All right. But like it says, you know, nothing can separate us. So fuck what you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, you sure, bro? I ain't seen no prophecies going on. I don't know about the missiles being shot off. You can think whatever the fuck you want. You really should just keep your opinions to yourself. You know? But yeah, that was it.
Yeah, they can't see the prophecies coming to pass because the Most High ain't dealing with them.
Yeah.
It takes a spiritual eye and spiritual ears to see and hear the things, all right, that we're blessed to see and hear. You know, niggas aren't checking because they're not fulfilling what the job of a watchman. The watchman's job is to look, you know, look for these things, look for the signs that the Lord gave, showing that He's about to return. Niggas ain't, you know, up in tune with the news. I know me and the brother was mentioning that earlier. You know, majority of Jake, they ain't up in tune with shit. You know, they'll bring you some random ass article that holds no type of fucking weight.
Yeah.
You know, we're you know, they don't. A lot of niggas still don't know about the whole Israel and Palestine thing. That's a major event in prophecy. Okay.
Oh,
Bringing
Israel.
it up.
I ain't mean to cut you off.
You good, brother? Go ahead.
But yeah, they don't know about that article that was out saying how Israel's gonna fight on 7 fronts. You know what I'm saying? 7 completion. Ain't no war been fought on 7 fronts. This is something major. America's gonna have to be pushing into helping these niggas out. You know what I'm saying? That's major, dude. Like that's super big. It's gonna cause a draft. You know everything. Jay can't see none of that shit. Really, Elder Manatazaba, he made a video, or he did a lesson, I believe it was yesterday, saying how Babylonians can't see the judgment of Babylon, and that plays a role in that. You know, and they can't see it. You know, and that's because really Yahweh got them niggas blinded. You know, where you can see certain things about the war over there going on, you don't see the bigger picture of it. You know, that's the thing. You know, but yeah, you got it. It's a lot.
I got something. Damn. I got 2. Salaki. So 2 Corinthians 4:4 says, "In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them." So it says the God of this world have blinded their minds. So they can only see World Star, you know, Nicki Minaj and all these other, you know, weird niggas. P. Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, niggas love talking about that Tesla. What's the nigga name? Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was that? Let me see. Was that 40? I believe it was 40. So this is John chapter 12. Damn. John chapter 12 and verse 37. It says, "But though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed not on him." That the saying of it says Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spake, "Lord, who have believed our report, and to whom hath the arm of the Lord been revealed?" Therefore they could not believe, because that Isaiah said again, "He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I should heal them." All right, so the Most High ultimately has, you know, millions of angels, if you will, essentially doing this over Jake, you know, over Jake eyeballs, man. They ain't able to see or hear anything. All right, and to say, which is an ignorant statement, because one of the biggest prophecies is the men of the Lord coming back on the highways and the byways. You know, that's prophecy within itself. Talks about they shall rise on their feet. I think it's in Revelation.
11.
Yeah, Revelation 11. Damn. But yeah, that's a prophecy in itself, man. Okay, the 2 witnesses. All right, but yeah, that's why they're not able to understand, because the Most High has blinded them. So yeah, they'll say a statement like, "Well, yeah, I don't see any prophecies happening." You know, there ain't that many earthquakes. Somebody brought it up, but there's like an earthquake damn near every day. It's just not, you know, on the likes of, you know, like 7.8s and shit like that. But hey, man, an earthquake is an earthquake. What is it? I think it's the shifting of tectonic plates or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, if that happens, guess what, nigga? That's an earthquake. And they're happening all across the world. It could be a 1.2. It's daily. Okay, damn near. I think, like I said, at the time, whoever brought it out, one of the bros, but they were saying, yeah, it was a daily thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the signs, as it says in 2nd Esdras 9. Okay, this is how you measure the times, because we're looking for the signs. All right, how about Shemashah left for us? Is that 9 or 8? I think it's 9. But y'all bros got it. I got some stuff, but I'll let you know.
You got something, Malik?
Yeah, I got one. All right. This is Matthew chapter 17. I'm going to start at 14. It says, and And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed, and oft times he falleth into the fire, and oft into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. Then Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Yahushua said unto them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Which I think there's also another scripture in Luke. I think it's the first chapter that says, With God, nothing is impossible. All right, so it just goes to show you have faith, which ultimately, we know when you look up pictures of a mustard seed, it's very small, but it grows into a great tree. You don't want to settle for less, but ultimately, you always want to be trying to grow your faith. You always want to be praying. You want to make sure you get your fast in. And then ultimately, too, if the Lord is dealing with you, he's going to increase your faith because he's going to put you through events, that, quite frankly, suck ass, and that are stressful. And you're going to have no choice but to rely on him, and you're going to see his miracles perform. The way he delivers you out of certain situations, you look back and don't even know how the fuck that happened. You just got to have faith. All right. At the end of the day, you're not the director. It's not your movie. You didn't write the script. So just read your script and go along with it. Everything's going to work out in the end. Trust the process, man.
Yep.
I got some.
Go ahead.
This is Romans 10. Just going back up what your call was saying about how, it's prophecy that we're teaching also. So I'm going to start at Romans 10 and I'm going to start at, I'm going to start at 13. It says, For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, which is Yahweh Shem Shai, the elect. All right. It says, How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And preachers are here. Starting with our apostles, Elders Great Millstone. We were taught of them by the way of the unicorn, the internet. So this is what it's going to go into. It says verse 15, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. And that's what we're bringing to you. Talking about the kingdom of heaven, destruction of Babylon the Great, Yahweh Shem Shai, being so-called black men, we the Israelites, the blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, so on and so forth. We got the Israelite foreigners. We're bringing you the good tidings through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But it's only for the believers. But they have not all obeyed the gospel, which is 2/3. For Isaiah said, Lord, who have believed our report? Which most of our people, they don't believe this report. They don't believe in it. Isaiah, I believe it's 53, talking about Yahweh Shai, coming right back, him not being believed by the vast majority of the nation. But the 1/3, we believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. The elect, we believe in Yahweh Shem Shai in this report that was left. All right, it says, verse 17, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. So, Lord, that's how we believe. We heard this word, and the angels unblinded our eyes and our ears, and we was able to receive, the good tidings. And then what we doing? We were made to go out here and preach, which means also to prophesy, I believe. Verse 18, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the world. And so how did that happen? By the way of the unicorn, this internet. That's how that's how our sound went out. It says, I want to stop right there, but that's just the main point, by the way of the unicorn.
Yep.
What can you believe? Y'all got it.
Yeah, and the earthquake, damn. The internet did the heavy lifting, essentially, to carry out this word. because brothers had to get passports and travel all over the earth. Okay, I looked this up. Speaking about the earthquake thing that I mentioned earlier, and this is according to the National Earthquake Information Center. So it says, which is there's definitely a whole lot of shaking going on every day on our planet. They threw, but it says the National Earthquake Information Center says there are about 55 earthquakes a day around the world. That's 20,000 a year. All right, so yeah, like you said, or like I was saying, man, Jake don't hear, they think, oh, there ain't been no earthquakes like that, man, because they ain't heard of an 8.0 earthquake shaking, a certain part of the earth. But nah, man, this is happening. All right, and which I went into one of these little articles, and they was mentioning it's not an increase of earthquakes. It's just an increase of the technology that we had to see how many there actually are. Nigga, there's an increase of earthquakes. And even if that is the case, that means that we're finding more and more out about these things as days go on, which is part of the signs that the Lord gave us. And I got this Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High." This faith is a gift from Yahweh Shem Shai. You can't buy faith. You can't walk into Walmart or Kroger, Whole Foods, and say, "I need a pound of faith." And you pay with some money. You can't buy faith, man. It has to be given, and that's why you have to pray. And another thing too, if you do lack faith, that's why it says to pray for more faith, but don't expect it to come like a gift basket on your door. The brother mentioned earlier, you're going to go through a shitty ass situation, and you're going to be fully required to either lean on your Yahweh Shem Shai or just be a nigga about it. And if you lean on the Lord, that's how you gain more faith. When the Lord brings you through these very tough and rough situations, you come out at the end, you look back like, how the fuck I get out of that? You thought that was it. That was your last go around. You thought you shouldn't be through. Okay, this is how the Lord, builds that faith up. So when you ask for faith, don't shy away from the tribulation. Here it is, you're praying all day for faith, and then tribulation comes, and you're shaking in your boots. Now, this is how you're gonna get your faith. Put your trust in the Lord, man. Verse 9, it's the last one that says, "Not of works, lest any man should boast." All right, but that was it.
Yeah, and our faith don't stand in the wisdom of man. I'm gonna get that. I think did y'all read that already? No, y'all didn't read that. No, you did.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
We did 2 Corinthians 5. That's 1 Corinthians 5. I had that pulled up earlier.
Oh, okay. I got this 1 Corinthians 2. Actually, let me see what else is on this real quick. I thought it was a little bit more. Yeah. I'm gonna get this. This is 1 Corinthians 2, and
Or it might be 2.
I'm gonna start at 4. It
says
says
2. I was thinking 2 and 5. Salaki, go ahead.
All right. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. It says, "In my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and the power." And that's like how we teach also. We don't teach in the words of enticing words of man's wisdom. We don't do that. The Spirit is like a wind. It's going to come and go. So, hey, we going to speak to you plainly where you can understand. We don't speak in a difficult language where you can't understand. And really, this truth is able to be preached in different languages where all the Israelite foreigners are able to understand. All right. So it says, verse 5, which is the main scripture I wanted to get. It says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. What that Acts 5 say, this counsel be of men, it'll come to naught. So we don't speak in the wisdom of the words of men. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Strictly out the scriptures, no manipulating of the scriptures, none of that. Just straight to the point, boom. Don't do this, do that. give good advice through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, and it's simple. That's it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to give with that.
Malachi, you got something?
Yeah, I got one. Proverbs chapter 3 and 5 to 7. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Which, this goes into what we're talking about, faith. All right, heart goes into your mind. Your lob.
Yep.
All right, which leaning onto your own understanding is basically what that would mean is handling things how you think is right. See, because the scriptures tell us in Romans 15:4 that all of these things are written for our learning. So when you want to know how to handle certain situations, you need to go to the scriptures. That needs to be your order of conduct. Everything is in the scriptures, and it may not necessarily be modernized, which really there's nothing new under the sun. So really it all is in there, right? But that's also what the brotherhood's for, seeking counsel. It might not, have your specific situation in there, but you go and seek counsel from men of the Lord. That's putting your trust in Yahweh Shema Shai as well. All right, because we're not, literally talking to the Lord. He's not getting off his throne and having a one-on-one convo with you. Right. So, but you're going to receive advice, counsel from Yahweh Shema Shai through his men. That's probably not leaning on your own understanding. You should definitely be seeking counsel, especially as times are getting rougher. Because the simplest mistakes can, get you caught up in tossed, essentially. You got to make sure you're conducting yourself, with wisdom. This is verse 6. It says, "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil." So in everything we do, which reminds me of the Sirach 2nd chapter when it says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away." All right, that's exactly what we got to do, because when certain things come up that are stressful, it's very easy to get in your emotions. That's one of the first things that you want to do, which is why you need to sit back and breathe and think upon the Lord and upon the scriptures and just like even what Christians say, what would Jesus do? Except in our cases, what would Yahushua do? How would he handle this situation? Somebody cuts him off on the highway, he's not going to speed up and flip him off and no. All right, that's not going to happen. Somebody mean mugs him in a Walmart and he's, threatening to beat him up. He's not going to do that. All right, Yahushua was a big advocate of letting, people have it, just letting it go, because ultimately, especially with this truth, we know their end. They're not going to get a lot more mean mugs in, man. That shit's coming to an end. So just let them have it while they do.
Yep. That the Christian phrase too, let go and let God. And we get shit. They can't do that because they don't know Yahweh Shema Shai, but we do through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. So hey, we need to apply that as well. What will Yahweh Shai do? And let go and let Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Let them take care of these niggas, man. It says damn. Well, it says vengeance in minds, I will repay. All right. But there's another one essentially, you ain't supposed to take out, vengeance for yourself, man. You just let the Lord handle it. Was that it, bro?
Yeah, that was it.
I got this real quick. Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And we gotta have faith to believe that these things that are written in this book are going to actually come to pass. You gotta believe on these things, man. So here it is. The Lord's telling you, giving you a faith booster. Okay, though it's tarrying, wait for it. All right, it's going to come to pass. I didn't lie about it. I didn't make it up. It's just not on your timing. And we have to understand that too. Separating ourselves, like the brother was saying, separating yourself from your emotions. Your emotions, yeah, I want to get out of Babylon, crying and shit. But hey, you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in this situation. So now we got to seek the Lord 10 times more, as the scriptures say, and apply more faith and fully depend on him. We don't realize that if we fully depended on him in the first place, we wouldn't be in this situation. You see? So now, hey, we gotta up our faith. Verse 4, it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him." That's talking about Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay. It says, "But the just shall live by his faith, by his faith." Okay, and the just are who? The Israelites, the elect. All right, first and foremost. Okay, we're gonna live by faith. All right, we're not gonna rely on the the terms of men. We're not gonna rely on the power of men. I'll say. Okay, Esau and his ideologies and doctrines and so on and so forth. His medicines. Okay, his ways. He puts his ways above the righteous ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's ass backwards. Okay, that word just is Tazah Dayak. Okay, and it's just, lawful, righteous, righteous in government. Okay, righteous as justified and vindicated by the Most High. Okay, righteous in conduct and character. So, hey, the ones that are only the elect are the ones that are carrying themselves in that frame of manner. Nobody, niggas aren't just. Niggas aren't righteous. Conducting themselves by the ways of the Lord. No, niggas are terrible. Niggas are a virus to the earth, and that's why they're going to be eradicated. All right, right along with the damn devil. But nonetheless, hey, we're going to live by our faith. But that's it. That's all I had.
I got
I
two.
just got one more.
Okay.
Oh, you got anything?
Yeah, I got two of them real quick because you quoted that not Matthew, Romans 15. So I'm gonna get this one first. This is Sirach 2:10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him and it was none?" That didn't happen. To the faithful, to Yahweh Shema Shai. So, uh, that's why we go back into the scriptures and read these various, scriptures because those are the things we look at the different situations that happened in the past, and that helps us get through certain things that we go through today. Because like the brother quoted, ain't nothing new under the sun. It's the same shit. So that's what helps us, keep us on that straight path. We know that it ain't gonna always be like this. You know, and it's coming to an end. The bullshit is coming to an end, but this is also to help us grow. And yeah, it's not made to be cool, something light, but it's good because while we going through this right now, the whole world's about to go through a whole bunch of other shit. You know, where we stand with Yahweh Shem Shai is better than the world. Because we have a great ending. We have something waiting for us. They don't have nothing. You know. But I'm gonna get this Romans 5 and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into his grace, wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High." It says, not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. It says in patience, experience, and experience hope. So this is all a learning curve, so to speak. Wrong word. That I used to say it, but it's all a learning experience. Work is patience, and you suffering, you get that experience, and then you grow. You grow to teach, give good advice. So that's what this is about. Being tried, tested is all a good experience, because what are we fighting for? Righteousness, being kings on earth, like how we supposed to be, ordering the world aright, how the order of the world is supposed to go, being judges. So it's a good experience. It grows with hope, with faith, So that's all I wanted to get with that. That's all I have.
We can close on this. Sirach 25 and 12, or Ecclesiasticus. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Which, I mean, really, when you think about it, faith and fear, go hand in hand. Because you're not going to be afraid of something you don't believe.
Yeah.
Right? Like the boogeyman. If you don't believe the boogeyman, you're not going to be worried about him being under your bed. You don't believe him. We believe in the Lord, which is why we do the things that we do, because we know if we don't, we're going to suffer the consequences, which we're already suffering consequences now from our previous actions. We don't want to make it worse. So we seek the Lord and we cleave onto him. We also know he's the only way out. He's the only salvation. He's the one that brought us down in this poor state. He's the only one that's going to be able to bring us up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else.
all right.
Went through everything.
Well, Lord, one, that this lesson was edifying and exhorting. Before we close, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bachak Kodash. Double honors go out to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and Shalom.
Go on.